Happy birthday, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly forecast for June 14th to the 20th. Happy birthday to those of you Geminis who are on the tail end of Gemini season. We're going to see what's coming up in the week ahead for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the dates I mentioned, don't you worry, my little darlings. You came to this video whenever you were meant to hear the messages that were meant for you. It is a general reading. Not every single message will resonate, but take the ones that do. Alrighty, my dears. Let's see what's going on in the Gemini collective. Alrighty. So, what we have coming up here for Gemini. First card is the King of Swords. And this is your beautiful, powerful air sign energy, right? Coming into your air sign power. King of Swords is going to be very logical, a good negotiator. And King of Swords is going to be somebody who's going to make good decisions based on what makes sense, right? So Gemini, if any of you have been struggling in the past and you've been making decisions out of guilt or feeling obligated, King of Swords is telling us you're going to be able to break out of that and make decisions that are going to be fair and balanced. Also, King of Swords is the master of negotiating in the sense that he's able to present a situation with a positive spin to get other people to be on board with his idea or what he's wanting to do. So Gemini, if you're planning on approaching somebody this week and you want to kind of talk to them and you want to try to get their permission or get their approval or support, the best way to present it is going to be, well, here's how it's going to benefit you. Here's what's in it for you. And in this way, King of Swords is really great at finding the common ground and being able to get people working together. Okay, now typically the King of Swords, or I should say the court cards, not just the King of Swords. Typically in tarot, the court cards are going to be representative of people influencing a situation or somebody coming into the situation. And a lot of people are used to watching tarot for love readings. But if you're new here, welcome. I do a once a month love reading. The weekly readings are about you guys. I want to focus on you guys and the energies that you're coming into and your journey, your process. So I'm going to look at the cards as how they pertain to you and energies that you may be dealing with in your journey in the weekly forecasts. So we talked about the King of Swords here and the ways that King of Swords energy is going to come up or how you might be stepping into that. The next card here, dear Geminis, is the Queen of Cups. Again, traditionally speaking, court cards are going to be other people coming into a situation, and that can be the case for some of you. Some of you can be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces, a water sign, feminine energy here. The Queen of Cups, though, okay, is very intuitive, and she's been coming up in these weekly forecasts for several of the signs. Okay, and so there's something happening in the collective energy, not just for Gemini, but for many of us. Okay, if you have not watched the readings that I did the week of the full moon that we had a couple of weeks ago, not the new moon, we just had a new moon, but the full moon we had prior to that from a couple of weeks ago, go and watch those videos because I explain in there a little bit about what happened with that supermoon energy that we've been having, the eclipses that we've been having, how that magnifies the energy, how it extends it over the next 6 months. We're going to be feeling changes, big changes, karmic shifts and changes, breaking out of karmic cycles over the next 6 months. Okay, we're in for a doozy of an experience here in the collective energy. Not in the sense that bad things are going to happen, but in the sense that we're going to be releasing and we're going to be manifesting very quickly, and there's going to be lots of big changes. Queen of Cups for me in my readings comes up to say that emotional self-care is going to be crucial for you. in the coming days, weeks, and months so that you can have a smooth and comfortable transition. So make sure you're paying attention, Gemini, and catch yourself if you have a feeling coming up and if you tell yourself, oh, you know what, I'm being negative. I shouldn't think that way, or I shouldn't feel that way, or I should go do something productive instead. Don't do that, because when you do that, you push things down. And when you push things down, you create blockages. And we're not about blockages right now, right? We're about opening up to receive. We're about making space to receive. So make sure that as much as you're making time and scheduling to work towards your dreams, your ambitions, your goals, you're also setting aside time that you can sit with your feelings. You can have a good cry if you feel like you want to have a good cry. You can have time to, get some anger out constructively. You can have some time to watch movies or read books or listen to music that kind of help you be in those feelings or that inspire you and give you a sense of inspiration and hope. Emotional self-care is going to be crucial right now. Okay, Gemini. And I know that can be challenging for Gemini because Gemini, you guys, typically the Geminis that I've known, you guys like to try to stay positive. You don't like to be in the negative space. You don't like to be around people who are going to be complaining or whining all the time. And so when you have these heavy feelings coming up, you might be like, oh, well, I don't want to be all whiny. You're not being whiny. You're being human. Let yourself be human and let yourself honor those feelings and let yourself make time for things that inspire you, that allow you to express yourself. I feel like a lot of you Geminis that are going to have a burst in your intuition, that your intuition is going to be getting stronger and your spiritual gifts are going to be getting stronger. You're going to first notice that you're more creative. You're going to notice that you're more creative than you realized, and some talents you didn't know you had are going to be coming to the surface because creativity and intuition go hand in hand. Fun fact, not a lot of people know that, but it's true. The next card here, Gemini. Ooh, we were just talking about not wanting to be around whiny, negative, drama people. And here we have the Six of Swords. And Six of Swords is the opposite of drama, right? Six of Swords is smooth sailing. Oftentimes it can indicate some kind of travel, sometimes travel over water. Now, what's interesting to me is that you have these water energies coming in back to back, even though the Six of Swords is going to be air sign energy. There's water in the card, and this card can indicate travel over water. So what I'm seeing as I'm looking at these cards, I'm seeing air meets water. Air and water working in harmony. So the heart and the mind working in harmony. Finding a way to take your feelings and emotions and figuring them out and figuring out on how to make decisions that honor your feelings but are also productive and logical. How to take your feelings and to allow them to guide you into making decisions that are going to help you be in your authenticity. I feel like some of you Geminis have heard me talk about authenticity in the videos in the past, and you're like, well, what does that mean? How am I going to know what my authenticity is? This is it. You're figuring it out. You're having that aha moment. And it's coming by being connected and in tune with what you feel and making time to process what you're feeling. Six of Swords can also indicate a relocation. I see that happen a lot, but it's kind of like a unplanned relocation or very impromptu. Not a tower moment. Don't freak out. Don't panic. I didn't see anything about the tower. Let me just double check here and make sure, yeah, we're good. This isn't the tower here. But even though the tower is not necessarily a bad or evil thing, I just know people freak out when they see it. So when I'm talking about unexpected relocation, I don't mean in a tower kind of way. I don't mean like in a way where you're getting bad news and all of a sudden, oh my gosh, I got to go somewhere else. Where am I going to go? Not like that. But sometimes I've seen the Six of Swords come up where you take a trip or you go to visit somebody and you're just getting away from a little bit for a little bit, and then all of a sudden things are just lining up, and before you know it, you're like, oh, I could live here. Or, oh, well, so and so knows of an opening, and oh, they want to hire me, and oh, this, I could afford this place, and this is a nice place, and I'd like to live here. And all of a sudden things kind of line up. So I do feel some of you Geminis are very kind of effortlessly finding a new living arrangement or living situation. But because the Six of Swords is here, I feel like it's somewhere where you're getting a fresh start. So it's like further away. Some of you are feeling guided or pulled to travel to be close to the water, like you're wanting to take a trip, but you're wanting to do something near the water. Know and understand that this is connected with your chakras opening and with you kind of downloading information, downloading messages, okay? But I do feel here a sense of travel, a sense of movement, a sense of like feeling free, feeling happy, feeling like you can just kind of be yourself. So it's very light energy, very positive, very light energy here. And again, a sense of water. Okay, water, 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 water. Your next card here is the King of Wands. And King of Wands is fire sign energy. Okay, so fire is going to be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. I'm drawing a blank here. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, some of you could be dealing with. What I find very interesting is we've got three people here. We've got King of Swords, we've got the Queen of Cups, and we've got the King of Wands. And what's interesting to me is everybody's here at the party except for Earth, except for Pentacles. Okay? So some of you might be making a specific point not to be too stressed or too hung up on money or finances right now. Maybe you've been obsessing about it too much in the past, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to give this a break for a little bit. I'm going to clear my head. I'm going to take care of myself, and I'm going to come back to this, and I'm going to figure it out. So some of you might be intentionally trying to focus on things other than money, or to stop stressing or obsessing about finances, which is a good thing, right? Because when we stress and we obsess, we attract more problems. And some of you Geminis have figured that out, and you're like, well, I don't want to be in the fear energy, so let me stop putting fear into my finances. Good for you. But I will say this: you have air, you have water, you have fire. Excellent. Try to incorporate some earth energy this week. I think that if you can do that, you're going to be golden. You're going to be really balanced. And so earth energy, just kind of grounding yourself, maybe making some time to spend in nature, gardening, hiking, going outside and standing next to a tree. If you're in the city, right, you might not be able to get way out into nature. Some people like to bring plants into their home, right? Especially if you can't get out into nature, or you don't feel safe, or it's scary to go out into nature, depending on where you live. You can bring plants into your home, right? Even if you're in a little tiny studio, you can go pick up a little plant and a little rock and a little crystal and incorporate earth energy and just kind of sit there and chill with it and have a cup of coffee, right? There's lots of different ways that you can bring earth into your experience. I'm only encouraging you to do this because I think that if you can be grounded and in your body and be in earth energy while all this other stuff is going on, you're looking like a rocket ship taking off. I just feel that really strongly for you, Gemini. Now, King of Wands, that fiery energy, can be about pursuing your passions. The King of Wands is very ambitious, very good with coming up with creative solutions to problems, very entrepreneur kind of energy. Okay, so some of you are beginning to feel like you want to take planned, educated, logical risks. Like maybe you're feeling like you want to kind of challenge yourself or push yourself to create something new in your life. something that you have a passion for, and you might be feeling guided to explore some dreams here of self-employment or entrepreneurship. Some of you might be finding a mentor who's coming in and helping you with finances and helping you with understanding business. Now, because we have these three different people here, these three different court cards, these three different people, I also feel there's an element here, Gemini, of you becoming very balanced within yourself and discovering different parts of yourself, discovering different aspects of yourself, and realizing that you're not just some, a two-dimensional figure, but that you have all these different facets. You have all these different gifts and talents and parts of your personality that you can pull on to make your dreams happen, or to make positive change happen in your life. You're realizing that you don't need an entourage. I just heard that. I heard Spirit say Gemini is realizing they don't need the entourage. So maybe in the past you felt like, well, I've got all these dreams, I've got all these ideas, but man, I can't find the people to do it with. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm all those people. I don't need those people. I am all those people. I already have it inside of me. And so Gemini, I feel like you're coming into a time of really powerful change, really powerful shifting energy. So again, if you could incorporate Earth and kind of bring that into your energy here in the coming weeks, that's the only thing I see missing here. You've got some really positive cards. You've got some really positive energy here also with the Six of Swords. And so you're on a fast track to really positive changes. And I think incorporating Earth energy and being grounded is going to help you stay on track. Okay? You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks those might resonate with you more than your sun sign, or it can add a little extra information that can be helpful. If you want to check out the love readings for June, those are listed in the description. You can watch those if you haven't already. The July love readings will be up very soon, now that I'm caught up on private readings. And if you would like a private reading, you can schedule a private reading with me by going to calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate so very much your patience, your understanding. I know my posting has been a little inconsistent lately. There's been a lot going on. I'm changing, I'm evolving, I'm healing, I'm releasing, just like everybody else. And I cannot thank you guys enough for your continued support and your love and your patience, right? And I'm working towards bringing you consistency and quality. I don't want to give you guys crappy readings. So I'm trying to make sure that I'm only coming out here when I have good energy to give you guys and to share with you guys. So I thank you for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Bye, my dears. Be well.